That day, the first of those 2 days that we were flying, we were coming down a line between just to the east of Dallas, and I think Charlie was sleeping on the nose wheel hatch. We didn't have any crew compartments, so we'd take a bunch of the cushions and lay them out on the hatch, and could get some rest that way. And the pilots were checked out on the engineer station minimally. You know, we knew enough to be dangerous or what have you, but so the engineer could get some rest on long missions. But anyway, we were tooling down here, and I forget, probably at 10,000 feet, and I was in the seat, and ATC called and asked, could we change to 14,000 feet? And I said, negative, we have an operational commitment at this altitude. A minute or so later it came back and requested again, and I repeated, and then he said, well, I have a problem. I have conflicting traffic, commercial traffic. You know, I just want you to go up for 10 miles and then you can come back down. I said, okay, we can do that. Well, he was being very nice, because they control things, except for one thing. When we fly a mission like that, we had a code name that was past air traffic control. And if we needed to and exercise the code name, we had the authority to block airspace 100-mile radius from the surface to 60,000 feet. And he didn't want a big hole in his in his airspace. Okay, I don't know anybody ever had to do that, but it certainly was a good relationship with ATC. Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Sir, we'd like you to go back into your plane
if you would like. Outside the barrier, go back inside.
If you'd like to, you've got
time for the museum to open.
Right. So we would like you to go. We would like you to go back in. If you would like to go back in.
Go back in? No, it's okay.
No, you sure?
Yes. Does everybody?
Everybody's been in a couple
See
times.
inside.
We'd like you to go ahead and go back in one more time.
Y'all get the cameras ready?
Yeah, get the cameras ready. They want to take more shots.
Yeah, more shots, please. Cameras.
Where's mine?
Where's his camera? Right here.
Pull down aluminum ladder controlled by a cable and a ring. And a flight engineer loosens that, lets it fold down, and you climb up the ladder.
Sounds pretty flimsy.
Get him up in there talking.
She's got a C-7A here, Dad.
Do you?
That's what he said.
You have a caribou here?
Yeah, he said there's a caribou.
I gotta go see that. I was the chief test pilot in Vietnam.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you want to know about that one?
Yeah, what do you want to know about it?
You better have enough video for this.
Oh, I have plenty of tape. That's not a problem. The thing is, it's so dark up in here. I can't get anything.
But he looks back on this.
No, this is
Yeah, you took your time, man. You took your time.
So is this the comm guy over here?
Both we had two navigators. Most missions we flew with only one. So this was the first navigator's position on the left side. So he had the Doppler and his Loran and everything to work with, and his chart table. On the right side, Nav 2 has the search radar. Okay.
Across from him back there?
Yeah, so, 2 seats here.
Okay.
The right seat.
This guy?
This is the flight engineer.
Okay.
Controls all the systems, engines, etc. Because these are R4360 turbo supercharged engines.
Am I in your way?
No. Get it?
It's just recording. It's really dark, is the problem. I didn't want to eat.
Yeah. This is the emergency manual release for the nose gear. If the nose gear doesn't go down, the electrically operated gear. Unusual
Dad,
one.
before you come down,
Yes.
you can drag the video camera up there if you
Okay.
want.
Whatever.
I would
Let me have your
like-
camera. You got a flashlight with you?
Flashlight would be helpful because it doesn't.
Okay.
It just works off natural light.
All right.
Just point.
It's all on already.
Oh, it's running?
Yeah, it's already running.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how many hours you have in this?
Over 2,000. In fact, I think when I retired, I have my Form 5.
What is that?
100-year course. He came out to meet me to give me my orders and tell me I'd been promoted to first lieutenant, which is an automatic thing, but it was just a personal touch. He always went
Yeah,
those 9 yards for his people.
that is nice.
Yeah. West, Bombay fuel tank. We could jettison it. We could also jettison the drop tanks. Safety switches, master arming switch. Any good aircraft commander knew you didn't want to drop that in Bombay. Most Saturdays, this wouldn't arm.
Okay.
Wouldn't arm.
Wouldn't need.
And I flew in that last nuclear test series in the atmosphere for the U.S. Christmas Island, '62.
Came to the museum in '68.
Seen everything from 40 kilotons to 1.5 megatons.
1.5 megatons. Wow.
And when to get the program started out there, they couldn't get everything all ready in time. The devices were designed either by LASL, Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory, or LRL, Lawrence Radiation Laboratory. And to get the test program started, they took several weapons, at least 2, but I don't think as many as 4. And they were the first weapons dropped. What they wanted to know is what happens to the theoretical yield of a weapon after it's been on the shelf a number of years, okay? And so they wanted to know about that. And one of these that they dropped went,
Really?
the HE went off, but it didn't
Yeah.
it didn't fission.
Must have made a mess.
It went.
of that.
Okay? And another one later on while I was there was 150 kiloton. And it overyielded.
Really?
And our drop sites were 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles off of Christmas Island, depending on the size of the weapon, where they would anchor a barge with radar reflectors on it, B-52 from Barber's Point and drop the bomb. Well, this one overyielded, and it overyielded so much that the search weather radar on the island took such a jolt inside its radar that it was lifted up and cattywampus off of its mount inside the radar.
That's significant.
It overyielded.
That's significant.
But those guys in Washington were great because they could tell us exactly what would happen. We flew the Crazy Man mission down at Christmas Island. So if they're going to drop a weapon, we go up and intercept the air map.